G'day, welcome to the show. Stock Covers here. It is Saturday, the 9th of August. Coming back to you off our second straight losing day. We do like to be transparent here. That's what we can offer you. There's, a lot of lying. There's a lot of misleading in this gambling space. We're always transparent here at Stock Covers. So, yeah, two straight losing days. Thursday, not really fussed about it. We go 1 and 2 on Thursday, but we had all three bets closing ahead of the market. Friday, though, as you can see on screen, a bit more concerning, where we had two bets that finished right at the closing number and one bet that closed behind the market. So that's a bit concerning. That's not what we want. As for this two-game slate, I've got two bets locked in. Both of them are ahead of the market. I expect them to stay there. I'm also looking at one more spot that I haven't bet as of yet. So, yeah. You're here for transparency. You're here for the wins, the losses. Make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe. Go follow us on Twitter. Make sure you go check out Edge Zone as well. Some exciting things are coming along with a new Discord that they are going to create. I'm going to be a contributor in there. So just finished recording a podcast with Nick and Shane, the guys that run Edge Zone. So that's really exciting as well. You can see some of the Edge Zone content that I'm sharing on Twitter. So looking back, we had the over between the Liberty and the Dallas Wings. We picked that up at over 172. We hear Dallas's coach. He's like, yes, I expect Paige Beckers to play. Paige was marked as questionable, but we wanted to get ahead of that, of her getting ruled in. And yeah, I go to sleep and that total is at 174, 175. Then I wake up and she's ruled out and it closes at 170, falls just short of that. So that's really annoying. I wish the injury reporting was a bit more consistent. I wish he just didn't say that. Well, looking at the Lynx and the Mystics, under 157.5. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that went. It was a little bit of a sweat. We could have lost it if the Mystics made their final shot, but this is something that I want to monitor. This Mystics team, like they are already the second best under team in the league with Brittany Sykes, and I expect the offense to continue to struggle without her as well. Last bet was the Storm and the Aces under 164, closed out 164. It was for most of the day of game, it was around 162.5, and it saw a late surge towards the over. So that game goes way over. We weren't expecting that. Let's look forward though. So in a bit of a hole for August, but as long as we continue to close ahead of the market, I'm confident we will have another winning month here at Salt Covers. So first game on the card is a very gross game. We have the Chicago Sky playing in. We have the Fever hosting the Sky. It's much easier to say. And yeah, the Fever dealing with some serious injuries. They lose 2 point guards in one game for the entire season. So they lose Ari McDonald for the season with a foot injury, and they lose backup vet point guard Sydney Colson for the season with a torn ACL. So they're going to be short-handed. They're going to be short-handed in terms of ball handling as well. So we saw this total open at 165.5. It is now at 164.5, and we see Pinnacle at 163. Pinnacle out there taking a stand 163, while most of the recreational books are here at 164.5. We see Circa at 164.5, as well. So that is something to keep an eye on, and it is, I've got this at 162, and that's accounting for Indiana having Ari McDonald. It's accounting for the Sky having Angel Reese. Angel Reese is out for this game. So this is a spot where I am looking to take the under, but I'm waiting. I'm not in any rush to play the under as of right now. We do see a lot of 164.5s available. We see, you know, Bet Online and Circa both at 164.5. So we have time. We have time to wait, monitor the market before we go ahead and take the under. I think that is the direction that you want to look. These two teams played about 2 weeks ago, and it was, yeah, no Caitlin Clark, no Angel Reese, and that total closed at 156.5. So very interesting to see this at 164.5. We have been monitoring these fever totals quite a bit. They continue to get over steam, hence we see the inflated total. But the only way I can look here is under. Looking at the spread, we saw it open at 11.5. It hasn't really budged from there. I don't want any part of either side of this spread. It's a very tall task to ask this fever team without Caitlin Clark to cover such a big number. I'll happily take them at a short number, take them as underdogs, but this is asking a lot and don't really want to take the sky either. So I am looking towards the under. Haven't played it as of yet. Keep an eye on my Twitter for that. The next game on the card is the LA Sparks versus the Golden State Valkyries. So I've got this at Valkyries -3. However, I'm on the Sparks -1 in this game. And yeah, for me, this is just a market read more than anything. You can ask anyone that is running like full season numbers, like the Valkyries are going to be power rated higher than the Sparks, but the Sparks have just been playing really, really well since the All-Star break. They are really good against the spread on the road as well. The Valks are also very good against the spread at home, but we do know the Valks, they're missing Kayla Thornton. They are starting to come back to earth a little bit. They are coming off a loss to the Aces at home. So I do like the Sparks here to win this game outright. I picked them up at Sparks -1. Seeing that Circa moved to 2, Pinnacle moved to 2. So yeah, we picked up a great price there on the Sparks. Best available price. You can get -1.5 at BetMGM. I would not mind that. Yeah, -1.5 at BetMGM is the best available price. I would go and play that for a unit. That's what I'm on for a unit as well. Looking at the total, we saw it open at 164.5 and it kept going up. It got as high as 168.5. Now seeing it at 166.5, so a bit of up and down action. We managed to pick up the under at the best possible price. I picked up under 168.5. Got that down for 1.5 units. That's my favorite bet of the day. And yeah, I've got this at 165 exactly. And yeah, look, it's a little bit scary taking an under in a Sparks game, as you can see that I've got highlighted here. So we've got the Sparks, who are the best over team in the league, best over team in the league on the road, and second fastest team in the league. But we can also see here that the Valks, best under team at home, slowest team in the league. I've got this at 165. I picked up under 168.5. That is no longer available. You can pick up a 167.5 at FanDuel, which I would go grab for a unit. I do think that is playable. We've seen these teams match up a few times now. Fourth and final matchup. None of their totals have sniffed this higher number. So we do like the under here in this game. Sometimes you got to hold your nose, close your eyes, place a bet. That's what we're doing here, taking an under in a Sparks game. So let's have a look at our best bets for this episode. And not there. There we go. So we've got two bets so far. Sparks -1. You can get -1.5 at BetMGM, which I would go play. Also got the under 168.5, got that down for 1.5 units. You can pick up 167.5 for 1 unit. I would go play that. It's nice to get some action at FanDuel. I feel like the prices are generally better than some of the other recreational sports books, so that's really nice to see. And yeah, let's let's make this a winning day. We certainly need this, and I am also looking to take the Sky Fever under as well. Haven't placed it as of yet. Let's make it a winning day. Until next time, let's get them books salty.